The first thing I noticed wasn't what she did. It was what she stopped doing. For years, Clara kept everything. Receipts, notes, old manuals, even things no one needed anymore. Then, suddenly, her desk drawer was empty, perfectly clean, like a room after someone decides never to come back. At first, it meant nothing. People change habits, people simplify. But wealth teaches you to pay attention to patterns, not excuses. And this wasn't simplification. This was erasure. Files gone. Folders missing. Dates no longer lining up with records I remembered signing. Clara worked in my house, but she also managed documents, contracts, deliveries, legal correspondence that passed briefly through my hands before disappearing into orderly systems I trusted without question. Until the day I realized some of those documents no longer existed where they should. I asked casually. She answered calmly. Too calmly. Not defensive, not nervous, just closed. Like someone who had already accepted the consequences of a decision and wasn't interested in negotiation. That was when the questions started. Not loud ones, quiet ones, the kind that don't demand answers, but wait patiently until the truth gets tired of hiding. I didn't know yet what she had thrown away, only that whatever it wasn't paper. It was protection. Some stories don't begin with shock. They begin with absence, with things quietly missing and no one asking why. This is one of those stories. If you're drawn to real-life mysteries, quiet investigations, and human choices that unfold slowly but change everything, subscribe to the channel. Like this video, and tell me in the comments which city and country you're watching from. These stories live through shared attention. Clara never presented herself as someone with a past. That was her strength. She didn't complain, didn't explain, didn't blur professional lines. She showed up, did the work, and went home. That consistency builds trust faster than charm ever could. But trust, when unexamined, becomes blindness. What I didn't know was that Clara had been protecting something fragile, something unresolved, and when protection becomes too heavy, people don't fight it. They abandon it, quietly, permanently. What she threw away wasn't an object. It was leverage, and once it was gone, the truth had nothing left to hide behind. The first discrepancy appeared during an audit I hadn't planned to run, a routine check triggered by a delayed payment from a firm that never missed deadlines. When I pulled the contract, the digital copy was intact. The physical original wasn't. Clara noticed me searching before I asked. She always did. I reorganized last month, she said. No explanation, no justification, just information. That night, I reviewed backups. Dates matched, signatures matched. But attachments were gone, entire sections removed with precision. Whoever did it knew exactly what mattered and what didn't. I didn't accuse her. Accusations closed doors. I opened one instead. I requested records from external offices. Slowly, quietly. And what came back raised a problem I couldn't ignore. Clara's name appeared in a sealed civil case from years ago. Not criminal, administrative, employment-related, mishandled, never corrected. and somehow every document that connected her to it had passed through my house and disappeared. I watched her more closely after that, not to catch her, to understand her. She avoided couriers, hesitated before opening certified mail. Once, when a government seal appeared on an envelope addressed to the house, her hand froze mid-air. A fraction of a second. Enough. People who are guilty panic. People who are surviving calculate. The case involved a child support dispute tied to identity errors, not fraud, not malice, bureaucratic neglect that became permanent through time. Clara hadn't been hiding a lie. She had been living inside a system that refused to correct itself. The night she stayed late, I knew something was coming. She didn't clean, didn't organize. She sat at the kitchen table with a single folder, thin, worn, final. She left it behind. Not by accident. Inside the folder were copies she had saved for years. Appeals denied without review. Letters unanswered. Proof that someone else's mistake had cost her custody, time, identity. She didn't destroy them. She surrendered them. Because carrying hope alone had become unbearable. I didn't confront her with anger. I confronted the system. Quiet pressure. Legal precision. Resources applied where persistence had failed. It wasn't fast. It wasn't clean. but it was fair. Clara didn't cry when the decision came through. She read it twice, folded the paper carefully, and sat down as if her body had finally been given permission to rest. That moment broke something open in me, not because I had helped, but because I understood how long she had carried the weight alone. People think strength looks loud. It doesn't. Strength looks like showing up every day while your life is paused by someone else's mistake. It looks like choosing dignity over explanation, like throwing away the last piece of proof because hope has become too heavy to carry anymore. She didn't ask me to fix her life. She had already survived it. All I did was stop looking away. Clara stayed in my home, but not because she needed to, because she chose to. Our relationship changed, not into something dramatic or sentimental, but into something honest. Mutual respect earned, not owed. I still think about that folder, about how close I came to never opening it, to staying comfortable inside my assumptions. Some people throw things away because they're careless. Others do it because holding on hurts more than letting go. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is notice what's missing and decide it matters.